I've got a hack for a gathering hammock. Now, if anybody out there uses hammocks and you know, for example, the DD hammock that I've got here, which is a gathering hammock, you'll know that your tie-offs, which are pretty decent tie-offs, but quite difficult to set up and you know, putting knots on and so on. And I want something more functionality. So I've been looking around, and one thing that keeps coming up a lot is the amsteel whoopie slings, which amsteel is this stuff here. Amsteel is a 764 amsteel, and this stuff is really strong, really strong. I mean, you're looking at about 650 kilogram breaking power on this stuff, and it's about 2.5 to 3 millimeters roundabout. So for the thickness of the cord, you know, you got weight that you're going to save on weight, you're going to save on size for packaging and everything like that. So this stuff is brilliant. The problem is I don't want to put the whoopie slings through that. So I've got to do what's called an endless loop, which is this. And me being me, I don't really want to sort of have a knot on the side there. So basically I just made myself an endless loop. And this is what I want to show in this video, how to make an endless loop. So if you bear with me, I'll get everything set up, and then I'll show you how we create an endless loop. Basically, the tie-offs that come with the DD hammock, I didn't throw them away. I'm going to use them because they're actually a hollow braid inside, right? So they're brilliant for this. They are flat cords, so you've got to sort of work around them a little bit, but it looks quite good when it's finished. Tools that you'll need: pair of scissors, whatever brand you want, doesn't matter, doesn't bother me. I'm using these cheap ones. If you got a type of hook, claw type of thing, that comes handy. Wire, any wire like that, so that you can bend it around like that. And a knife. I'm using my neck knife on this project here. Comes quite handy. So what you do, you cut your DD tie-offs at the desired length that you want. I cut mine off at about 600 mil. So there they are. Yes, don't forget you will need a ruler as well. So firstly, if you take this about 1.5 or 2 inches. So if you take about 2 inches there, what you want to do is you want to take this apart 2 inches like that, and fray it all up so it's all nice and frayed like that. Take your other one and do the same, 2 inches, and fray that apart. Now if you don't have a hook, you can use your scissors. Just close them up and use your scissors. That works just fine. But if you fray that all apart 2 inches like that, so then you got those two ready. So what you want after that is about 6 inches from there. So you could mark it out 8 inches in total. So 2 inches for the frayed part, and then 6 inches. And on that 6 inch there, that's where you're gonna put this through. So you go right up to the center. Make sure you're in the center there. Come in from the outside and push it through. So try and have equal amounts, so try and keep that on the center. You take your scissors and this frayed section here, what you want to do, you want to thin that out. So just thin it out like so. And then what I tend to do, I squeeze that as well there, flat. And I tend to just thin that out as well, like that. There you go. Then you push that through and you open it up, pull that through there. And where you thinned it out, just at the beginning of your fray, just pinch it into the wire like that. And you've got to manipulate it through this, which can be a bit tricky, to be honest with you, because it's quite a thick rope. So this is where a hook comes handy. If you've got a hook, you can actually sort of open that up there with your hook like that. Make sure it's in the center, which it is. Just manipulate the hole. I find that this is the hardest part, but there you go, that's through. So you got that through now, so you can release that. So the one that you just pulled through, which is this one here, you've got to do the same. You've got to measure your 6 inches, which is there. And again, we'll start off with this hook. Just spread them apart, those fibers. Open them up nicely. There you go. So we're going to come in from this side as well. There. Open the wire up the right way around. There you go. Just get this in. Pinch it down there. Again. Just the same as we've done before. And just work it through. That one went easy actually. At this point, you're going to want to start cinching these down. But just make sure that they're nice and flat together like that. And just bring them down like that. Like that. There you go. Now your continuous loop is done basically. But now what we're going to do, we're going to hide these inside so you don't see them. So we'll start off what side? We'll just start off this side here. So you want to come as close as possible to this and make a hole. But before that, you're going to measure this and about an inch, inch and a half after that. That's where you're going to start inserting your wire. And remember to do it right in the center. So try and get it right in the center there. And you want to insert it in the middle of the cord throughout. So there you go. So we've created a hole there. Now we're going to insert it in nice and straight. Make sure it goes right through the middle of the cord. And then what I like to do, I like to use my hook just to get this started. There you go. And now we're going to push the cable through that hole, the wire, I mean. And we're going to open it up again. And then feed that through. Pinch it closed. And then work it through. Nice and gently, slowly, until it goes in. Like I said, we're trying to push in quite a lot of material through this, so it's not that easy, but it does work. Just persuade it nice and easily. Pull it straight all through and pull it nice and tight. So now that you've got that there, what I tend to do is I tend to thin that out a little bit more. So we can just go ahead and thin that out a bit more. And then all you've got to do is hide that in. So you pull all that back. And essentially there's one side nearly done. If you're left with a little hair there, just singe it down, and that's it. So now we're going to do the same to this side. So about 1.5 inches. That's where we're going to start it. Open the cord up nicely and insert your wire all the way through. And then on this side we're going to go in right in the center and as close as possible to that knot there. Just be careful because you can pull the strands too much and damage the cord. Like kind of nearly done now. So you just want to work it in there nicely. Weave it around, manipulate it, convince it to go to where you want it to go, and then pull out slowly. And do that again. There you go. That's there. Push that through, push it back, and pinch it just there. And then pull. There you go. That went very easy actually. I was surprised. Very surprised. There you go. That was easy. Make sure all the strands are nice and out there. We can cut that back a bit now as well. Looks like a puddle's there. And then literally all you do is that. All you do is that. And essentially that sort of knot that we made there, what we do, make sure that that's inside more or less in the center of your gather, and that's done. So I'm using these just as demonstration purposes. I want to get myself some lightweight carabiners, some Duff screw ones on like this, because I want to cut down the time that it takes me to set up my hammock. But for now, just to show you what I do, or what I want to do, is with my gather and my endless loop, I want to use 2 carabiners on there. So basically, when I got the whoopie sling on this side, I don't have any transfer of water going down onto my hammock, which is also cool. This knot here is extremely strong. This endless loop, very, very strong, very neat, and I think, yeah, cracking. I hope some of you will enjoy this tutorial. Most probably a lot of you know about it already, but yeah, for gathering hammock, endless loop, it looks nice and neat, it's strong, and we can now adapt the whoopie slings on there with no trouble at all. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you guys like what you see, please subscribe, like, and loads of comments. Always do well with your comments. I love your comments. So thank you very, very much for watching. I'm gonna be going out next weekend camping up in the Lake District, so hopefully I'll be releasing an outdoor video as well towards next week. Thank you, happy camping, stay safe, stay warm.